What's up guys, welcome to your 71st Android tutorial for the new Boston. And in this tutorial we're basically going to refine kind of what we've done and also get kind of a desired result like I showed you with the OnTouch method. So the first thing I want you guys to do is go into the myBringBackSurface class and change our isRunning right when it's started here to false. Because again, our thread is going to go through this onResume method before it actually starts our thread, and that's where we're actually going to change, our isRunning to true. So not too big of a deal there, but then we go into our Surface class. What we're going to do is we're going to implement the OnTouch listener. So we're going to say implements OnTouch listener, just like we did with OnClick listener. The difference between OnTouch listener and OnClick listener is basically we can attach this to a view just like the OnTouch or on the click listener, but this has a touch down right when you touch the screen or touch whatever object you set this OnClick listener to. Right then is down, and then there's a move when your finger is like pressed down and moving around on the screen, and also when you release or when you let off of your touch there. So we can kind of find those three events as well. And then what we have to do is just say add implement methods, and there we go. Here we have everything set up for the most part. The only other thing we want to do is we want to set something to be looking for a touch method right here. And what we're going to have do that, well, our surface view, because our surface view is going to take up the whole screen, or it's the whole canvas, so we want our touch event to be accessible by the whole canvas for the most part. So all we're going to say is our surface view dot set OnClick list or OnTouch listener, just like when we did with OnClick listener, and then we just say this because again we're implementing the OnTouch. Now what we can do is we're basically going to touch screen and we're going to get the X and the Y value of that information and process it and kind of handle it as well. So what I did is I set up a float, and you want a float value of an X and a float value of a Y, and then that's what we're going to kind of define. Now we're also going to set up this X and Y to equal something initially, so X equals 0 and Y also will equal 0, and then we're going to change it within our OnTouch method. So we go into within this this method because when our surface is touched, it's going to call this method, and it's going to give us which view was touched, which is our our whole surface, and then which event, whether it be a down, a move around, or a release of some sort. We're just going to set our X and Y values. So we're going to say X equals, and we're going to say event. Wait, is it event? Yeah, event, I'm sorry. Or whatever your second argument is, which is your motion event. We're going to say, and as you can see here, it's labeled event. So we're going to say event dot, and then we go get X, which is a really nice method because it's going to return the X in pixels for the most part, the X value of what was pressed or where is pressed on the screen. And then also we just say Y is equal to event dot get Y, and there we go. We have our X and Y values every time the screen is touched, and it does that through grabbing the event and getting the value for the X, and then we set it up to this variable. So that's probably it for this tutorial. Pretty quick. It's still not doing anything yet. The next tutorial we're going to piece everything together and get our application working. So make sure you watch that, and I'll catch you guys then. Peace.